Greetings, dear fellow pilgrim, and welcome to my next episode of my Pilgrim of the Path podcasts. And so today, I don't know, how are you feeling? How are you landing? How's this week treating you? And perhaps you have been feeling this too. A certain intensity in the air, a sense that the world is moving through a very, very powerful moment of change at the moment. And many people are feeling it. The speed, the noise, the uncertainty, and the subtle undercurrent of anxiety, anxiousness that is humming beneath our daily life. And for some, this can feel very unsettling. The darker aspects of our world seems to appear louder, um, more aggressive, and it's almost as if they are trying harder to hold on to their grip. Um, so, and when the world feels this unsettled energies and dark things coming up, it can pull us out of our center, unground us. Um, It can sweep us away in that waves of uncertainty. But, and yet, at the same time, something else is also happening. Um, More people are awakening. More hearts are opening up. More individuals are seeking true connection, depth, community, and truth somewhere where they can be themselves. Um, and it seems that when pressure increases in the world, the call to strengthen our inner light becomes so much stronger. And this is not the time to isolate. It is the time to get together, to practice together, to steady ourselves, ground ourselves, so that we can become more calm, rooted, grounded, and in our presence in a world that sometimes feels unsteady. You can see it as lighthouses, ships on the ocean. How do they find their way to the shore on a during a storm? Lighthouses, and that is what we can be. And it's not about forcing anything, it's just simply noticing and standing in clarity so others can find their way again. Uh, Being there for other people, shine the light for others. So, but apart from my weekly sound baths that I offer here in McGregor, um, I will also be holding two very special gatherings in the first half of April. It's spaces where we can come together, practice together, and reconnect with that quiet place within. Basically, what I've just been telling or sharing with you. And and I'm mentioning it now because I know some people like to plan, but also because of the first event being over a long weekend in April, you might perhaps want to book accommodation, for that weekend. And it is not to escape the world. It's, how can I say that? It's to take a moment and to fortify, I suppose that's the best word, fortify ourselves within it. It's just a time for reflection. Um, Sometimes people feel that if you're in an unsettling environment already, it's hard or it's very challenging to find those roots. So this is an invitation to escape the noise for a while and find those roots. So the first is over Easter weekend, the first weekend of April. And to me, Easter carries a very powerful archetypal energy, the movement of release and renewal, the falling away of what no longer serves, and the rising of something truer. Maybe you can see it as the death of the ego and finding the light. So, over those 4 mornings, from the Friday morning to the Monday morning, we will gather in the mornings for Japa meditation. And Japa meditation is a repetition of mantras, of sacred mantras in the Sanskrit language, which is the language of energy. So now mantras are not passive. It requires you to participate through the rhythm, through the vibration. That's where something begins to shift. The mind starts to soften, the breath steadies, and your nervous system begins to settle. So each day we will explore a different mantra. So, for instance, on Good Friday, we will explore the Mahamrityunjaya mantra, which is traditionally associated with healing, transformation, and a very deep inner release. Very, very deep. And then on Saturday, we will chant the Om Namah Shivaya, a mantra of surrender. Easter morning, we will chant the Gayatri mantra, a prayer for illumination and waking to the divine. Later that same day, the afternoon, we will gather for a mantra medicine, which is a joyful and devotional kirtan session, singing together and allowing our hearts to open through sound and devotion. And each session will end with light refreshments enjoyed, but within silence. So we can still soak up that amazing energies we created together. Um, and yeah, so on the Monday, on Family Day, we'll integrate the whole weekend with the sound, meditation, breath, and bringing all these experiences back into our body, embodying those integrations, and reflecting on our role with our families and communities. Because ultimately, spiritual practice is not separate from life. So, yes, we're taking this weekend to ground ourselves, but then we go back to life with a new perspective on life. And it strengthens us so that we can show up in the world more steady, with more clarity, more compassion, more love, patience, all of those things. Mindfulness. Um, and then the second gathering in April will take place in Hout Bay in Cape Town in collaboration with Tanya Bounds. Many of you will know her. So, this is our first collaboration. And this is an evening called Sound in Stillness. In a world that constantly pulls our attention outwards, this evening is designed to guide us gently back inward. So, this is just an event, it's not a weekend. So, but through somatic movement and Yoga Nidra, the body is invited into a deep rest and nervous system regulation. And from that quiet place of quiet openness, we enter into a sound journey facilitated by myself using Himalayan sound, singing bowls, chimes, soundscapes, and mantra, creating a field of resonance where the mind can soften and the stillness can re-emerge. And when we restore that inner stillness, something very important happens. Our present, our presence strengthens. And when our presence strengthens, we naturally become anchors for others. Remember the lighthouses I spoke about earlier? So both of these gatherings are open to beginners as well as experienced practitioners, because ultimately this path is not about perfection. It is about remembering. So please contact me if any of these or both of these events resonate with you. I can share more detail with you. And this both of these events are about remembering the quiet place within you, remembering the strength that lives beneath the surface, and remembering that we are not walking this path alone. And again, invitation to you, if any of this resonates with you, you are warmly welcome to join in. And even if you simply take a few moments today to pause and breathe and reconnect with your own inner stillness, that too is part of strengthening the light and shooting your roots deeper into Mother Earth. So with that, until next time, be kind to yourself, be kind to one another, people around you, and may our paths be lit and guided with that divine light that's within all of us. Until next time, walk gently and enjoy every step of the way. Namaste.